and welcome to my channel. Today I have a Christmas tutorial for you, and this is basically my Christmas look of this year. Specifically designed for Christmas with the colors red and green, because that's just to me the most Christmassy of color combinations. Yep. I just really like it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Of course, for Christmas it's sort of fun if your makeup actually lasts all day, so I'm going to start with priming my eyes with both a little bit of powder. This is way too much. And a little bit of eye primer as well. Starting out with blending a red eyeshadow into the outer corner and towards my inner corner. Also on the outside blending it a little, I don't want harsh lines. Basically my idea is I want a red outer corner, then I want to blend it towards green. And then the eyelid is probably going to be gold. I'm not completely sure yet because, I don't know, I like to not plan everything completely beforehand or ever. Once I'm done I still don't know what I'm doing. Either way, yeah, if you don't have a red eyeshadow, then you can also use a very pigmented red blush. Brushes as well. I'm grabbing a very dark green now and just deepening up the rest of the crease. This is my favorite brush for this sort of thing. So what I did is just really brushing off the brush really well on the towel. Alternatively, you could just play safe and use a different brush so you don't get red mixed into it. Do be careful with blending and building up the color. Me personally at least, I really want to keep this in the crease and I want to put a different color on top of it. Or above it, rather. So I do want the shape to be there, I do want a nice round shape, but I don't want to blend this color up to my eyebrows. Which is a rare thing for me not to do. But yeah, just keep it where it belongs. Then first I'm doing the eyebrow highlight, which is going to make blending even easier. I really hope this brush isn't going to give any purple pigments. I wanted to do a nude look yesterday, just something natural and easy, and this happened. Anyway, I'm just going to use this brush and a nude shade to blend out the edges. Just going over it with a clean blender just to get everything nice and soft. I'm also going to do the bottom lid while I'm here, so just connecting it to the top. And pulling it through to about 1/3 towards the inner corner. And using the same brush, very well wiped off, or alternatively safer, a different brush. I'm using the green shade to fill up the rest towards the inner corner. With the green shade. Did I already mention that? I'm not sure. And then with a fluffier brush, I'm still sticking to the idea that fluffier is a word. And a nude shade, I'm just going to blend it out. Then it's time for a glittery gold, which is going to go on the entire eyelid except for where there's already red. Then using a slightly darker shade of red, I'm creating a bit of a cut crease at the inner half of the eyelid. It depends on what sort of eyeshadow you use. Some shimmers will actually just do this on their own, like this one. Others you may need to use a little bit of setting spray. Alternatively, you could also, which is the official way of doing it of course, use a little bit of liquid concealer or a liquid eyeshadow base just to cut the crease first. And then do this, but this works too. I'm sort of lazy, so I'm just doing it the way with the least steps. Then with a fluffy brush to prevent it from getting too thick a layer, I'm also putting the darker gold shade on the border between the other gold and the red. I'm using a fluffy brush really because I don't want to pack it on. I just really want that darker gold shimmer to be there. Then for the inner corner highlight I'm just using a very pale warm toned white-ish shade, hard to describe. Anything will do as long as it's very pale and shimmery. I'm just going to outline the cut crease with black eyeshadow to deepen it up just a little bit more. Wasn't planning on doing this, but still. Just applying a little bit of a very dark red brownish shimmer shade in the outer corner, because I want them to be just a little bit darker than they are. Yes, I'm still using the same very interesting looking brush. But yeah, anyways. That's the fun of a white brush. But the point is, I didn't want to use black for this particular thing. Simply because I feel like that would desaturate the red a little bit. And that's not what I want. Just pressing some black eyeshadow between my eyelashes on the lower part of the eye. Because I do want it to be darker, but I don't want to go over the other colors. So I don't want to blend it out too far. I'm having a dilemma here. I'm not sure if I want to... I do want to versus the fallout later. Point is, yeah, I don't know if I want eyeliner or just the same thing as I did on the bottom with the black eyeshadow. I actually like the softness of it, so I'm just going to go for eyeshadow instead of eyeliner. I'm gonna do it anyway, put a little bit of black in the exact outer corner and blending it out a little. This totally isn't what I had in mind. It's actually way better, so I'm pleased. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna finish up my eyes first. I do have some fallout here, really, that I need to remove with makeup remover before I apply my entire foundation base and stuff like that. But that's to be expected with dark colors. That's exactly why I always do my eyes first. Especially with looks like these. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is apply a little bit of mascara and then move on to falsies. I'm going to use quite a big pair of falsies, and it helps to wiggle it like this a little. If like these, the lash band is quite stiff, it makes it a little bit more subtle. Subtle. Yeah, subtle. Point is, it's just going to make it easier to apply. Before I forget, I'm also putting black pencil in the waterline. Just to save some time, I've already done my foundation, concealer and powder. Now I'm just going to do my eyebrows. Okay, small recap. What I did basically was fill them in. What I was using was a two-step system with wax and powder. Then I grabbed my foundation brush and just blended out the inner part a little bit to create this ombre effect. And then I combed hairs in place and that's it. For contour I'm using a neutral toned contour powder and a fan brush. Really, this is my favorite way of applying a contour when I'm just trying to like quickly do it and do want it to look sort of natural. Yeah, just because this sort of blends it out while it applies it, which I find very convenient. And it also never applies too much, for me at least. It always seems to be like the perfect amount of product. Stay in there, you. But yeah, always just applies this perfect amount of product for me. Then a very tiny amount of red blush, which I'm centering at the apples of my cheeks. Then on to highlight, I'm using quite a glittery one. Of course, if you want to use something more neutral or less shimmery, you could also do that. Just applying a little bit of eyebrow gel because my hairs didn't want to stick in place. So yeah, I don't want to use a brow pomade because they're already dark enough to my taste and I don't want to alter the color of them, so I'm just using a clear brow gel. Then some setting spray. It's not really a pleasure when it's like cold in the room. My lips want vampy dark red, so I'm going to start with a pencil that's roughly the same shade as my dress incidentally. And then top it off with a bright red lipstick. And we're left with the final results. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please click the like button, it would really help me out. And if you want to, you can also subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of makeup tutorials, obviously. I'm also still going to do a New Year's look. And then in January and onwards, we're just going to go back to the regular schedule of more makeup, basically, and nail art and whatever else I can think of. Below this video, as always, you can find the full list of the products I used. Of course, you don't need to use the same stuff as I use to get the same look. A green eyeshadow is usually a green eyeshadow, whatever brand it's made by. Also, you can find all my social media accounts and names down there as well. I'm mostly active on Instagram with surprisingly a lot of makeup as well. So I'd really love it if you'd want to follow me there too. And yeah, that was it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you celebrate Christmas, I hope you'll have a wonderful Christmas. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!